according to social media, according to his Goodreads account, Mangione read The Industrial Society and Its Future, which is Ted Kaczynski's manifesto. And you, in your book, you combed through his social media postings, who he follows, his Goodreads reviews, the books that he wanted to or has read on Goodreads. There's healthcare related books, there's other things. He, as you said, is anti-capitalist, it seems, based on these postings. Also, it seems that he's not beholden to one party or another. In his 27th birthday, 27 Things I'm Grateful For writing, he said he was grateful for both liberals and conservatives. I mean, when you looked at all of this, what surprised you the most?
Well, I'm not a young person, so I guess what surprised me the most was the world that he lived in. This sort of online world of influencers and uh, podcast hosts, and also some very serious books of social analysis. He was interested in things like Guns, Germs, and Steel, which I'm reading myself right now. But theories of society, theories of social progress and collapse. Um, uh, yeah, I mean, to me, this is all a very alien world. Online. I mean, I'm a guy who doesn't listen to podcasts. I like to print them out and read them, old school. So, yeah, that was strange. But also, I would caution that in picking through his online um, traces, his footprints, digital footprints, it's a detective story. It really is, and it's a detective story where a lot of the clues are missing. And really, we have to wait for the trial, and we have to wait to hear a much more um, um, thorough airing of what everything is. I mean, one of the things to be considered is that the police have and the courts, prosecutors have released dribs and drabs of information. And as a mainstream guy, I have to say there's a reason for that, because you don't want to advocate for his cause by printing his manifesto and or all of that. There's a reason why newspapers and TV stations don't post pictures of people, of killers, uh, because it glorifies them and all of that. And there were a lot of conspiracies about why aren't they printing his picture, why aren't they printing his manifesto. Well, there's reasons for that. You're trying to be a responsible journalist and not cause more problems than you're reporting on. But the upshot of that is, like, 6 months into this case, as I was finishing this book, uh, police released a whole new batch of stuff that talked about his in more specifics about his feelings for Kaczynski, and in more specifics about his um, his attitude towards the crime that he's accused of, and what he did to protect it, and what his revolutionary ideas are. And we still don't have it all. And so it is hard to really put your finger on it. I would say he does seem sort of even-handed. He's got some right-wing attitudes and some left-wing attitudes, but more than that, he's trying to not be co-opted by one side or the other. He's very much interested in seeing both sides, or all sides, or a God's eye view, above the fray. Um, uh, I think that definitely seems to have been important to him, which is not what you expect in somebody who's going to go out and shoot somebody. It's a very strange case, and that's why I say at one point in the book, I would not be surprised, despite the preponderance of evidence, if somehow he was being framed by some assassin and was cooperating in this framing or something. It doesn't. The pieces don't all connect.
To your point,